I hope your front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
My team got a double jump. They went from Division 3 to Division 1, which I think is fair enough given how they did so far.
Oh, there's a high reroll rate in this league, so that kind of stuff tends to happen regardless, really.
Unfortunately, Division 1 has elves. That's 6 of them. Yes, very good. And
Gengar and Gerber.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. They apparently also have a bye week. So they're about half elves, which is not really good for a chaos coach to wind up in. But we'll see if we can reduce the number of live elves anyway. All right, are you ready?
I think so.
Great, let's do this.
And you have a lot of choices to make, like everyone does.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna buy a beastman actually. Crap. No.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's none of your doing. In that case, I guess I'll need a bribe.
Right.
Because no bench.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave 40k sitting there. Okay. I like your stadium.
What do you like about it?
The fact that it's upgraded.
Yeah.
I
figured I wanted the option to upgrade it with something that does something if ever I feel like it. So that's why I upgraded it. One step.
Is it only one step? Are you sure? It looks...
It's only one step.
Big. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have. I actually have the full cosmetic upgrades on a couple of my teams, which is which is nice for those very rare few moments when it actually shows it.
Right.
Wow. Now I wish I had actually managed to get my last touchdown on Eidolon, because he would have had Frenzy. Then again, you've got enough sidestep that would only get me into trouble.
Maybe, if I can use it.
Well, at least once per player, right? Unless rocks happen. Hi there, Diddly Squat. Welcome to the Sagelings.
Ooh, that's the guy you played.
Okay, nice. Nice.
So... let's see.
One game into Blood Bowl 2 and already a Sageling. Good stuff.
Yep. Something like that, I think.
Refiltering my noise for a bit.
All right.
Okay. Okay. You'll be needed here. So I'm missing one killer, I guess. No, I'm missing a Garter actually. I've got 4 killers, which is a good number.
Yeah, 1 Garter and 3. You're missing a strength 4. Well, a Chaos Warrior.
One of my warriors with guard is sitting this one out.
Yeah, which is good news for me, because that means maybe I can almost match your strength.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to match my strength. You just need me to not roll POWs, I think, for the most part.
I suppose. Well, my team is a little bit less dodgy than most elf teams, so.
True, true. You have some other picks.
Yeah. So they can get hurt.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope so. And hi there, Curtis. Also, your kicker is out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Your kicker is
I
missing.
also haven't had him for long enough to actually learn how to use him, but
Okay.
but so that's actually a relief to not have that burden on my mind.
Yeah, nice. I'm gonna keep you a little bit further back. 2, 4, 6, yeah. Just for safety purposes. Oh, that's a turn gone, and not a catch. Okay, well I can live with that. And let's start off with this guy. What's that you say? You do not have block?
Ha!
Well, who cares? I'm gonna pow you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's not dead. Yet.
Not dead.
Indeed. Yeah, we're not gonna 3-die this. We are, however, going to take this opportunity to 2-die it again.
Nice.
There we go. Yay.
Okay.
It is a very, very elf-heavy division. Absolutely. I will choose not to follow this. Just stunning. Okay. And then this guy. He doesn't have block either. He does seem to be good at surviving stuff for now.
Yeah, journeymen are pretty great at that, surviving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't really leave that juicy a foul option right now. So we'll go here. There. Now I can 3-die this guy.
Ooh.
Ah. Didn't really need 3, did I?
You never know.
And go for the pickup. Ooh, sure hands needed. Well, that's okay. The record of the Dark Elf team, I showed it earlier. I think it was something like 18, 10, 12 or something along those lines.
Yeah, a lot of the wins are in the spin games this season. Well, not a lot of them, but I did have an unusually high win rate just this spin season. So it's pretty. It's been in the main season. It's been very even between wins and losses for my team.
All right. How long have you been in Division 1?
For 2 seasons, I think, before this.
Okay. It makes sense that once you reach the top division, it's harder to get an excellent win rate, of course.
Well, my win rate was that way the first season too.
Okay.
But this is my first schedule league.
Well, you still managed to get to season 1.
Yeah, but I got that way because people re-rolled.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I could have filed the sidestepper, but I would be exposing my dirt. Ooh, that's nice. Do it again. I would be exposing my dirty player very much, which, given how I've got 2 bribes, is not something I want to start off doing. Just a stun. Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right.
I'm going to break stuff.
That's how this works, isn't it?
You've got 3 guard, though. So yeah, simply outstrengthening might not suffice here.
You have to be clever in your positioning.
Don't. Highly overrated. So we could hit that one or that one. I think I'll go with this one. I don't care about tackle. I do care about guard and wrestle and strip ball. Of course, wrestle is not necessarily a good thing for me right now.
Right.
Oh, unless we roll better.
Yep.
Smacking. Nanto in chat is asking whether the reason you have the sidestepper is against one-turn touchdowns.
Yes. That's exactly why. Well, one of the sidesteppers. The one with only sidestep.
Yeah.
It's precisely for that reason. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
The other sidesteps are just because sidesteps seemed like a good option. But having 3 without needing to use my stand firm seemed like a good idea. I guess, especially against the likes of Hamboy.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Right click. Damn you.
Cyanide is on my side.
Mm-hmm. Well. I can manage this. Help. Let's see. So, dare we go in there? Going to do. So maybe here. And here. It's not an ideal foul.
Oh.
But it's reasonable.
Are you planning on doing one-turn touchdowns?
Because I'm trying to remove your sidestepper. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I see.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Well, that's a bribe gone.
That's yeah, but you have bribes to spare.
Yeah. One bribe out, and the ref is good. Thanks, ref.
Right.
You're up.
Okay, so how do...
Am I bad mannering? I'm sorry, I was not aware.
Now this is actually par for the course in rebel culture.
Okay, good. Rebel culture, that sounds very good.
Let's see.
So you had only 11 players.
Yes.
That's good. I didn't realize. Oh, you had a journeyman. I should have realized.
Yeah. Generally, I like to buy a few extra, but it didn't seem worth it when it would only when I'd get a loner anyway. It would only replace the journeyman.
Oh, good. Yeah. You want to go beyond 11 players, which is why I wanted to get one, because I normally had 13, then I had 12 with the wrestler out, and 11 with the garter out. So buying another would have gotten me a 12th player, while still allowing me to get a bribe and a wizard and a babe, I guess.
Right. Just realized I'm not protecting my witches enough.
Oh, that's okay. They're immune to claw.
And they are. That's true. So I guess would I wanted to hit them with mighty blow, but it didn't seem worth it for some reason.
Your garter's doing good work.
Yeah, before she dies.
Who needs mighty blow when you can? Well, actually, it would have done even better here. No, it would be too greedy, I'd say.
So,
You might as well make another 2 die then. Where are you taking me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not near enough. But 4 dice is enough anyway.
okay. Let's go there.
Now what?
I guess I can foul too.
Yeah, You have the perfect player for it anyway. Come on, ref. What am I paying you for? Not that.
Ooh.
Crap.
Ooh.
Oh, he is sent off though. So that's kind of nice.
Oh.
If you get KOs and sent off, then that's not necessarily a bad trade for me.
It's true.
Because you're down to 9 players the second half, and I could have 11.
Eventually. Yeah, the KOs tend to come back eventually. So
Especially when you have Babe.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So you are up in numbers in practice.
Yeah, for second half anyway.
For this half, you have lost a lot of strength.
Yeah, quite a bit. 2 of my 3 Chaos Warriors is a pretty big loss. Absolutely. Right, so he's stunned, which means we can leave him for now. And here. And here. And here. That should see me kind of sorted for this part. No, this is still worrying. Could opt to be over there. I think I'm okay with this first. See how this does. Okay, not that good.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't want you there. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's kind of okay. Now I'll just need to do this properly. Oh, that's not the dirty player you get.
The dirty player is stunned, so
The dirty player is stunned, yeah. Well, I guess that'll do.
Oh.
But it is another send-off.
So do I use Apple on this is a question. I don't think
Good question. Good question.
I don't think I do.
Now, come on, ref. It's only turn 4. You greedy bastard. Still, 3 players out in 4 turns is kind of okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I had a sound for that once.
Do you say?
Oh, nothing. Talking to myself. It's it's an occupational hazard, I think.
Right.
Good job, though, Caution. Well done. For a guard, that was a damn fine foul. If you're going to get sent off, make it a double 6 on the injury.
Maybe that's a little unnecessarily tight, actually.
In the category phrases to be taken out of context.
Yes. Okay.
Nice, Velenig. Hi. Yeah, I've got 2 classes of 30 kids age 17 to 19 these days, which is fun. They're a good crowd. Pretty motivated. It's always fun. Okay, where is this going? That's where it's going. Nope. Denied. So.
It's good enough.
I don't mean spawn of the devil. I did not say that. Oh, good one, I. So I guess you have your receiving threat, dude, ready.
Just in cases.
Yeah, I don't like your optimism. That's not a good sign. I disapprove.
I'm optimistic to a fault, though. To be fair, so it's not necessarily doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Quads here would hurt. POWs are most welcome.
That makes sense.
So, carrier here. It's there. Okay, that's good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Then I've got 1 guy left plus the DP. So you're here. You're there. There. You are here.
Can the dirty player reach? Yeah, he can with 2 turrets.
Yeah. There's there was an interesting moment in the cast where they said he's not going to foul with 2 GFIs, and then Gengar said, "Well, actually, I think he is." And Full Metal went like, "No, he's not you, Gengar." And then I did. Oh wow, the GFIs used up my double 4. That's nice. Oh, just a stun, but it'll do for now.
Stun is good and good enough, yeah.
Might as well try and dodge with a Beastman. Might as well fail. I've got 3 rerolls left for 3 turns. You know what? I can spare 1.
Isn't it 4 turns?
Yeah, it's not. It was still a decision.
Right.
I mean, after this, I've got. I would have 3 rerolls for 3 turns. I'm willing to settle for 2.
Right. Okay, so with Biscuit stunned, I actually want the guy you call the receiver to be by your ball carrier. That would be the ideal scenario. So it's not a receiver anymore.
Chloe is a new patron, Monkey G. She's also been in. She is in the Discord and has also been in chat already. YouTube viewer mostly from the US, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I tend to refer to Patreon as the service and just patron as the people. But yeah, whatever. Semantics. We do, absolutely, yes. So I think I've got you kind of whittled down enough that screening me is going to be a problem.
Yeah, screening is always a problem.
If you're down in numbers, yes, absolutely. Alright, I call both down skull. Nah.
Almost.
I can kind of also live with this. Still, you're constricting my options considerably here.
Maybe I should have rerolled that, but it felt risky.
4, 5, 6. I could make that 3 dice.
Nice.
There. I didn't need that to prevent you from getting out of here.
Right. So
But it's still.
this is why.
This is why stand firm. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
So yeah.
He's still in one piece. We've got 2 turns after this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Then you're here. And go there. Can we make that? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Yes, we can. Wow, counting is so hard.
Can confirm.
Right. So then this guy is potentially still a problem. So is that one. Let's try this one. That's not good. Or would I rather be there? Yeah, I gotta do the run-up, of course. Oh, another double 6! Well, I'd say the ref hasn't been paid nearly enough. Wow. I guess I should have gone for a 3rd bribe. This is 3 fouls, 3 injuries, and 3 send-offs.
I think I'm gonna apple that actually.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, the ref has, except for the bribes, the ref has a 100% send-off rate on both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing good business.
Yeah. And I didn't pay him, so he's a little angry about that.
Then again, if I still had a bribe or a dirty player, you'd be pretty annoyed by that as well. I mean, but so far it's been 3 out of 4 of my cas have been fouls. So my dirty actually, my fouls are doing a good job. Not even just the dirty player.
Yep.
No bench though. So mine no longer goes to 11.
There are no benches this game.
Nope.
Okay.
Hello. Ah, is that what we're doing?
Repeat.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a go for it. So dangerous stuff.
I think this will do. Oh.
Okay.
Hi there, Juego. Welcome to the Sagelings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put me here. I think that's kind of okay. I'm surprised at where you pushed that guy. The claw guy?
Should I push him differently?
Well, the thing is, now you pushed him next to my carrier, which means I don't need to occupy a square to get your Diving Tackler off on a push.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, I shouldn't be telling you this. There's still more turns to be played.
Yeah, that's true. Teaching mode.
Teaching mode off, indeed. Yeah. Well, it didn't matter. Got my POW.
Right.
And... No! Oh well.
Mighty Blow did a thing.
Why haven't you moved yet, you get? So let's see, he could be there. He can be here, I suppose. I think that would be risking a bit too much. So if I put both of those in there, that would still give you too much opportunity. So we'll do it like this. Long way to go. Not quite the numerical superiority I would like to see. One player up. I'm kind of glad you don't have dodging tackle this turn, though. That's a relief.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Let's hope it does. Also, the fact that you don't have leap. That's kind of appreciated as well.
So I think this is just a 1 dice.
Yep.
Into a 1 dice. I don't think.
Yep.
I don't think it's easy to make it better than that. It could make it better than that, but.
And better is better.
Better is better. 2 dice into 1 dice.
Yep. 2 dice into 1 die, indeed. On the strength 4 with Mighty Blow.
Yep.
Into 1 die.
Well.
Into 1 die. Nah. Well, that makes sense.
5 dice. Something like that.
Yeah, so the good thing about how you did this is that you're also keeping the tackler busy. Because you don't want him hitting your witch.
Alright. Yeah, that's good. Didn't think of that though, but it's good. Let's just keep it that way.
If I'm really greedy about this, I score by dodging and surf a witch.
Yeah.
That might be a bit much, though.
Totally not bait.
Neither of your witches have sidestep. That's actually quite rare. Could it be done differently? I don't think so. So he can blitz. I'll need an assist to block there. Actually, that's perfect. Because she doesn't have sidestep.
Right.
Which... Yikes! Yikes!
Kaboom. Hidden stand firm.
Wow! I was gonna go for a push and then a hit with the tackler, but now suddenly I am worried as fuck.
Ouch.
I'll still need a block there.
Nelly has been taking lessons from Biscuit.
Damn! Do I still want to make... I definitely want to make this block because I need to make room.
Right.
There we go. That's what we needed earlier. I think I also want to make this block.
Makes sense.
Well, that's underwhelming.
A little bit.
And now I'll suddenly need to roll a 3 with no reroll.
It's still better than 50%.
Yay! We survived. Phew. That was scary. The Surf Witch touchdown was better option. Yeah, indeed. Alright, that was tricky. I thought I had an easy touchdown here, but this had me sweating for a moment.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, go babes. Right, so- oh, actually, I didn't need a babe even. Just 6s. Okay. You have guard. I do not. Hello there, Dr. JBP? Or just Drip? Welcome! Yeah, pronunciation's hard. Let's see, so... Movement 8... Sidestep... Yeah. Let's go with the proactive defending.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't have guard. 2 guard here would help. 1 is kind of shitty. But at least it gives me a good idea of what's going to happen there. These guys need to be here somewhere, I suppose. Hello. Yes, we're here.
All the strength.
Yeah. Gotta try something. Let's see, so I've got 1 player here. So I want to prevent you from getting that. Yep, this'll do. Hi there, attention. Welcome. If I put it like this, would that help you at all? I think I like this option. You know what? I'll go wide after all.
Ooh.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Throw a rock. Throw a rock.
So boom, boom. So
Riot, yeah, Riot would also kind of suck. Can I see your stadium enhancement anywhere? Or you don't?
I don't have one.
You don't have one. Okay.
It's
Yeah, it would be nice if they had an.
one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Would be nice to have an icon to show it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fluff things on the side of the pitch is nice, but you know, something more like a user interface would probably be good.
Right. So that's
Dr. JVP, hi, welcome. Sorry, I only read it now.
actually we don't need that to. Yeah, we do.
Pitch invasion would probably be pretty awesome, yes. Unless you just got these three guys, for instance, that would suck. I am not 100% sure yet, Kumo. I might do another High Elf game after this one. Yeah, no, I haven't quite decided. Sorry.
So I don't know if this will work actually, but I haven't figured out a good way to practice one-turn touchdowns yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think they have a Playmaker app somewhere. I'm sure Mike from the NEF could tell you.
Right.
Which actually allows you. Oh, that's nice.
Let's reroll that.
Oh. Still nice to see the reroll gone already.
Yeah.
But there's the other push. Kumo is saying Fumble's test mode. I've never used it myself, but I know of its existence.
Okay, cool.
Hey there, thanks for the auto host, Knorr. At least I assume. No, it's Friday, right? Thanks for the host, Knorr.
Smash.
I hope there's a couple of Knorr Knorr viewers watching then. Hi there, guys. So you are watching the last turn of the first half of the GMan Division 1. So this is in the Rebel League, the Reddit Bloodbowl League. We have three divisions, or rather three time zone groups. One is called GMan for European time zones. One is called REL for the American time zones. Hey, that's good.
Oh,
No one turn.
no one turn for me.
And the other is the Big O for the Australasian Blood Bowl coaches. And I joined it last season, and this is my first game in the new season. But last season was kind of fun because I somehow managed to win the Super Bowl, which is the matchup between the continents.
And also between the divisions.
Between the divisions. With first season Chaos. Yeah, so my Chaos managed to play 18-1-1 there. Which which was really stupidly lucky for the most part, to be fair. But it was fun. The last two games were really good, though. The semifinals and the finals, really, really great matches. Anyway, you are now watching the first game of Season 5, where I'm in the top division. And I'm playing against Dreamifi, who's with me here on Discord.
Yep.
Hi, sorry for that rather lengthy bit.
Oh, that's okay.
So we've got our warriors back.
Well, as a GMan admin, I'm actually happy that you're promoting, so...
Yeah, sure. I really enjoy the league, not just because I'm succeeding in it right now.
Yeah.
The game against Norse was awful. Why was the final a crime? I see. Yeah, it did last very long. it went to overtime. Do I really want to do this? No. Well, maybe. You're out back. It's odd that the Claw Mighty Blow is actually more expendable than the Sure Hands guy or the Mighty Blow Tackle now.
Nice.
Yeah, let's swap these around actually. Yeah, so the final had been played a few days ago. This is the first game of the new season, so this is in Division 1. And my initial division, which was Division 3, was very bash intense, which is why my Chaos when they built quickly were able to Claw Mighty Blow their way through. But now Division 1 is, I think, pretty much half of the teams are Elves. So, yeah, I'm playing 15-something Chaos against 18-something Dark Elves. I have one Tackler, because the other died during the finals. But it seems to be going pretty well so far. We have 3 Elves out, and only 1 Chaos out. I had 2 bribes, but apparently I needed a third, because I got 3 casualties and 3 send-offs. So, yeah, kind of okay. Neither of us had a bench to begin with, so Dreamifi is down to 8 players, and I'm down to 10. I do still have the Wizard. Yes.
Yep.
We have the Holy Hand Grenade. Yes, of course. The Holy Hand Grenade of
need
Antioch.
to actually have 3 people on the line.
Really? Since when? Is that a rule?
I think it is.
Well, in that case, I'm glad my putting a Garter there worked.
Yeah.
It's always a bit of a trade-off, right? If you disincentivize blocking the central guys enough, then it actually becomes safer to put them there.
Well, it's more about the fact that I can't win by scoring slowly, so.
Oh, that's fair.
And I don't have a lot of players, so I wanna optimize the speed of my touchdown, basically.
As kicks go,
that's a pretty good.
That was really awesome. That was one hell of a kick. Wow.
Indeed.
But you have Hail Mary pass, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's not a skill you want to rely on.
I wouldn't mind if you relied on it. I think it makes for an excellent plan A. I'd forget about any plan B, really. In fact, I'd use it now.
Right. Before moving players.
Exactly. That's what you need.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the fact that Division 1 is so very elfy is also why Dreamifi's team has some skill picks which would otherwise be quite unconventional. At least I think so. So I guess the Hail Mary pass is part of that, but more importantly, for instance, a blitzer who took sidestep before dodge was really to counter one-turn touchdowns, for instance.
Also, I'm not a super experienced coach, so I probably make some strange choices just inherently.
I'm going to refrain from teaching. Yeah. It's sometimes it's really hard when I have the opponent on Discord or when I know that they're listening.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to say, well, if I were him, I would go and do this and that.
Yeah. This was not the perfect sequencing.
Ooh, that's cute. What?
Double one.
Oh, he had dodge. I was waiting for you to click reroll, but...
Yeah, he already rerolled.
Oh! Oh! That's dirty.
Well, it happens.
Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still in... No, not in surfing range, because your witch is away. That's nice. In that case, I'm willing to go for that.
Right.
So I'd have to blitz from here to make him go out the way on a push.
So maybe you should use someone else then.
You know what? That might actually be a good idea. Yeah, that actually is a good idea. Much as it sounds like you're doing it to save your players, it was pretty sensible stuff.
Right.
This turn is too important to focus on bashing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gengar, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry about the blasphemy. I did just say this turn is too important for bashing.
Nice. Yeah. We'll be disappointed that you're not helping in the Extinct the Elves campaign.
So he goes here and then there, right? Wait, that's a wrestler who's not dead. Which means we're gonna need some help like this. And probably something like that. Well, when they leave the ball lying like that, yes, then that's exactly what it is.
Oh no, I wonder what they said.
Too important for bashing against elves? That's what he said.
Right.
Right. I need to keep some people here. Also, by the way, let's roll a POW. Ah. Well, those dice could have come at a worse moment.
Indeed.
If I fail this GFI, it's actually pretty scary. Nope, we're good.
Alright.
That's helpful as well. Now that we know we've kind of got some measure of control here, let's add this. Let's add
Are we seeing a foul incoming?
this. Oh, really? I had no idea. I wouldn't do that, would I?
No,
I'm not that kind of coach.
definitely not.
Fouling is only for when it's really necessary. Oh, sorry, my finger slipped and I don't know what happened there.
Well, it is kind of necessary now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really necessary. Unlike the first. I can live with this stun and send off, actually. So yeah, that was a pretty awful kick in Snake Eyes for you. I mean,
Well, it happened.
that.
Can we chain this? Do we have the range? We do have the range.
Yeah, but not the agility 5 or the leap, so it's going to be pretty scary.
Yeah, I can't hit the ball directly. Can move it.
Yeah, I meant if you had agility 5 and or leap, you might be able to surf the carrier. But now getting to where you can block those squares is going to be so hard that I don't think it's worth trying.
Yeah.
Also, stop telling him what to do, Sage. It's really hard.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah, firing zombies who don't get doubles or strength, which is also double, is probably a pretty good idea. Exactly, chat. So after this match, I think I will do one more. As High Elves in the champion ladder, my team is 1 game old, and it managed to win its first game 3-0-0, which of course was very helpful. Also got a bunch of good star player points from it, obviously. Oh, good. Do it again. Do it again. No, oh, that's also not that bad.
It's alright.
This could be worse.
Could be. Oh, 3 red dice. Nice. Let's take the 2 red dice.
No, they're not 3-0-0. They just won the first game 3-0. I'll take that one. Thanks.
Interesting choice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm so unconventional. Aren't you gonna have to die that? Oh. High hopes.
I considered it, actually.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can make of this. First, we use tackle.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow that. How about this one? Yes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6. That's a 2 die. How do I get both of them, though? That's the question. Let's see. I've got time to think about this one.
Yep.
So I could block there. Let's there. That's a 1 die. Filthy Garter. Can I still get that safe? I'm screwing this up, aren't I? Because he needs to block that. I'd still need someone. He should have been here. Ah, damn, I did screw it up.
Almost surf. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting there. Which is actually kind of a problem.
Yep. Well, you can push me back to where I was.
Fixing that's not gonna happen. I screwed it up. And it's silly because I had plenty of time to think.
It's actually very sunny. I hadn't noticed that. As usual. Not that any of us have actually considered passing yet, but... Hey.
Oh, I considered it. I always consider... no, that's not really true, is it?
Actually, I would have passed for the 1 turn, but then it wasn't really a choice, was it? So...
Oh, man! How... I should have... I hate this. I really should have spent a bit longer thinking about how to do this. It looked like a surf play, but it wasn't, and I didn't actually plan ahead. Planning ahead is good.
It would have been a surf play with slightly different push, so yeah.
If I had actually bothered to plan ahead, yes! And now it might actually wind up costing me the game too. Potentially. The surf is only a 5+ dodge away. Yes. That's helpful.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it would make the block harder.
Instead, I'll just pow and kill her this way. How's that?
I suppose that works.
Yeah, I've screwed up a lot of stuff now. How safe can we get the sideline?
Right, but now you can move. That's true. Right.
If I do this and that, that's not really safe, is it?
I think it's the teaching mode off thing that also turns off other things.
I'm really screwing this up. Oh, that helps a bit. A bit.
Yeah. Oh, and the ref didn't send off. Probably because it wasn't an injury. Well, casualty.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh man, I am off my game here. This is some suboptimal stuff. So if you could just go ahead and roll Snake Eyes again, that would be splendid.
That would be splendid. So one play is this one.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is.
Probably want to move some players before doing that.
I know, G. I know. I did not forget.
I think I'm actually gonna do that play.
Okay.
Gonna move some players first, though.
Yeah, I could have actually made that a 6. That was silly. Okay, tackle, do a thing. No. Don't waste your 2s.
Boom.
Okay. That's the first.
That's first.
Reroll. Oh! That's not a 5.
Apparently not.
Something of a relief. Stand firm guy is being annoying over there, which is okay.
It is his job.
Yeah, it is his job.
You can bolt him.
I could. But I think I have better things to do. Hi there, Fontaine. Welcome to the Sagelings. If I follow, would I surf that if I were you? No, I would not, because I would have more important things to do. Oh, that's the guy who doesn't have block. Well,
Fancy.
that's okay. And now he's sleeping.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Here then. How much can we bring there? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. That might be better, Sean. Two, 3, 4, 5. Yes, because counting is hard, Sage. Counting is very hard. which means I need 1 GFI to make this work. Well, to make it really work, anyway. Hey, that's someone who doesn't have block, but when he has 16 star player points. The value. Hey, GFI's good. Oh, we should have done this first, of course. Roll pow! Yes, thank you. Ooh, that's a claw hit, too.
True. Yes.
It's not just the commitment. Yeah, that would have definitely been too much commitment. I mean, if I can get the ball out of here, the game is won. If I get bogged down here and stuff fails, then I'm screwed.
Well, I wouldn't say screwed. You're only already...
The thing is, you've got this he's got this stand firm diving tackle guy really close by, which means I can get locked in.
But you're already one up on score, so you don't...
Yeah, sure. Screwed. I mean, at this point, I would say screwed was a tie. Yes.
Right.
I sound different because I'm having some issues with my audio filtering program, and I'll need to recalibrate that a little bit. Of course, I might still go and take stupid risks later.
It's a tackler.
Yeah, my only tackle. I can see why you might want him down. Also, it gets your stand firm next to the ball.
Yeah, but I could get him next to the ball with a push, but it's an extra block on him, so...
Well, I mean, if the tackler can just block you again without having to blitz, that's that's probably going to be pretty brief. The jump up block? Ooh, both down here would have really hurt you.
Little bit.
A little bit. Well, that depends on what the crowd thinks. Yeah. I must say, it's pretty rare to see a 50-star player point witch with no sidestep. But after Mighty Blow, I can definitely see why you pick up tackle, especially in an elf-heavy...
Right.
Did I play tabletop in Kolenbeers? Yes, I did. Absolutely. Quite a bit, in fact. I think well over half of the tabletop games... Well, approaching half of the tabletop games that I've played were in the Kolenbeers in Utrecht. Yes. Alright, so... This is going to be a blitz. I don't have to worry about where to push him because he's got stand firm. Because I'm blitzing that, I'm also not dodging here. 4, 5... If I make it a 3, I can just run it in. That's actually not bad. Four, 5, 6, 7. Now I just need to cancel this guy. There, that's 3 dice.
Right.
Come on. Oh yeah, that's good enough.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that is very true. The short hair has been around a couple of times, but the beard is relatively new. Okay. I suppose I should do another block here because, you know, why the hell not? Who ever heard of quad skulls anyway, right?
What's that?
Nothing. Okay, so the ball carrier actually skills on this touchdown, and a 2-0 lead is not bad.
So what's the next skill on him?
Plus agility.
Okay, yeah, that's
Plus
a good choice.
agility. Yeah.
I would make that choice too.
I'd say 2 heads and extra arms in that order, probably.
Okay, so plus agility, then 2 heads, then extra arms.
No, if he had plus agility, I wouldn't give extra arms. I might still give 2 heads, but I would not give extra arms.
Okay,
Wow.
so if you get plus agility, you would pick plus strength afterwards, right?
Yes, absolutely. My game against the Skaven in the finals, it was epic. It was really, really good. So I knew that those Skaven were going to be one of the toughest matchups I ever played. They had 2 Clawpalmers against my Chaos. They had a natural 1-turner. They had an Agility 5 Blodge, Step, Leap, Sure Hands, Gutter for retrieval. They had a Wizard, and they had a Sacker with Leap, Dauntless, Wrestle, Strip Ball, Tackle. Okay, I don't care much about Tackle, but whatever. So they had a Brilliant Sacker, pretty much the best retriever you can have, a Wizard, and Killing Power. So I knew that I was going to have to rely on early bash, which I didn't get. And then first half, I completely lost every chance, I thought, because he wizarded successfully. I failed to remove his retriever, so that was that. I pretty much figured I had lost at that point, but you know, obviously you don't give up because it's Blood Bowl. And then it turns out I hadn't lost yet, which was which was epic. Yeah, second half of that game was really, really something spectacular. You know what? I'm going to switch these guys around. If I were you, what would I blitz? Okay, that's good. Yeah, most importantly, I lost the ball. He managed to go 1-0 in my receiving half. So I was... also, I counter-wizarded and got 0 out of 4 guys down on my fireball. So I lost my wizard. He used his wizard but stole the ball. I was down in players, and I went into second half thinking if I get to overtime, it's a miracle. Which happened. I was able to do some funky chain push. Nice, Kaprak. Well, it's definitely worth watching. So a bit of a spoiler alert then, I guess, for those of you wanting to watch it on YouTube. But I wound up doing some chain pushes, which let me. He was positioning very well, keeping me from getting a full connected game, screening off. He still had line rats, but I did a chain push, which let me suddenly connect pretty much a wall of strength 4 to his players, and that resulted in him needing to dodge some agility 3 to get his blocks in, and he failed those, or one of them at least, and then I could get a couple of hits on gutter runners, which went down, so then he was down to 1 gutter, the one holding the ball in the backfield, and I survived. It was one hell of an epic game. Really one of my favorites. And of course the fact that it was the finals of the Super Bowl of the Rebel, which has how many players, Dreamify?
I don't know how many.
Like 180 or something? Those kinds of numbers, right?
I think that's counting the rookies, though.
No, I think that's actually... counting the rookies, you get more like 300.
Okay, that makes sense. You're probably right. Yeah, something like 180 then. Yeah. Because there's divisions of 14, and there's a few divisions per region, and there's 3 regions. So
Yeah, it's a great league. I have to say, I mean, I'm now a bit more invested in it than I was, but the fact that you have the subdivisions, or rather the vertical layers, split by time zones, is really good, because it means that scheduling is just much less of a hassle when the people you're planning with also have their evening free time at the same time you do. That's a big asset, while still having the international character for the playoffs. Yeah, good stuff. All right, we have Hail Mary pass on the ball. Anything can happen now. I would definitely not recommend Chaos for new players, root casual. Chaos are an underperforming low team value team, and while at high team value you can get one of the better win rates with Chaos, it's because they are really not that skill dependent. I mean, you can be good with them and you can be bad with them, but the difference between a good and a bad Chaos coach is going to show less in their win performance than the difference between a good and a bad Lizardman coach, for instance.
So Sage,
Yes.
how do you explain your campaign then?
I'm pretty good. And I got pretty lucky. Usually when people win a tournament, they're both good and lucky.
Right.
Good coaches can have bad games. Bad coaches can have good games, but the ones who wind up on top of a big long tournament are the ones who have both skill and luck.
Yeah.
That's
and this works with the starting
fair
Chaos
assessment.
too, apparently.
Well, it's rare. I can't say I expected anything of the sort, but it can happen, yes.
Yeah.
Wait, we kill her first, and then we see where to place everyone else. I like that. Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna get much. More important stuff to do.
That's true.
Playing low team value Chaos does require skill. Yeah, I'm more referring to what it's like to play Clawpalm Chaos than low team value Chaos. Low team value Chaos is a lot more skill intense, but also a lot suckier. So I think if you really want to learn the game, Orcs, Dark Elves, Lizardmen are good picks. Yes, so here, now that he's out the way, this guy can get there, and you're here now. You're here. Okay, this will do. Undead are also a great rookie team. Yes, Lizardmen are one of the most difficult teams to play well, if not the most, which is why they're good for learning, in my opinion. Maybe not for pure rookies, but for people who are getting started and want to get good at positioning. Lizardmen, especially Lizardmen who don't take Mighty Blow quickly and who don't take Break Tackle quickly, so block, guard, and then a tackle here, a frenzy there. Those will really teach you positioning. The hard way, you'll suffer from your mistakes, but they they force you to learn positioning well.
That's just as hard.
Okay. As soon as you've got Blodge, well, yeah. But, just Blodge on Lizards is actually not as good as blocking guard. It's just that once your Saurus reaches 31 or 51 star player points, that Blodge is going to help you a lot. If you've got Blodge, guard, break, tackle, then you get really good value on the dodge. Yeah, Undead is very solid. If you want to perform well with a rookie team, Undead are great. And they're not half bad for learning. If you really want the basics, then the fact that you have block on your team, and dodge on your team, and mighty blow on your team is already very good. Okay. Ooh, that's not good enough.
Indeed.
A 2 into a 2. Am I glad that I positioned this just that way? Right, let's see. 3 or... Can we put her somewhere useful? Yeah, we could. No, we can't. I'm really, really doing this badly. What the hell is wrong with me? Ah, well, I'll just have to throw more dice at her then. There we go.
Oh.
When do we send someone back? You don't have block there. Sorry, you don't have a dodge there, I meant. Over here, 2, 4, 6, 8. Good enough. Let's deal with this guy now. Hey, that's the guy who doesn't have block, right? Dodge, tackle, guard, check.
Kaboom!
Yeah, I've been hitting him all over. Right,
Yeah.
so now this one becomes decent.
Full of bruises.
And I guess it's not awful to make a block here. There! See? It's fine, really.
Hmm.
How much do I need to worry about this? Not that much. You know what? I could go here and block him. But... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I want to be here, actually. Just to keep you from extending your strategy for a turn.
Right.
And a game like this needs more fouls. Not a send-off, because not a casualty. This is becoming a theme.
It is.
So
This ref is really logical.
The first 5 fouls of the game were all casualties and all send-offs. This guy and the 2 bribes that I used to have and these 2 guys.
So when are you gonna use your wizard?
Turn 16 probably?
Right. Let's see.
I didn't have anyone able to get there. This guy's out of range, isn't he? Yeah, that's a bit of a... That's a silly mistake, though. He should have definitely gone forward. If you're trying to learn the game, Nurgle is really awful as a choice, yes. Well, the thing is, single-player AI consistently makes the same mistakes. Whereas in Open Ladder, you can have all kinds of random screw-ups, right?
So
Okay.
yeah,
That's not a 6.
it's not. This one will be.
I meant my intercept. Oh, nope, that's not either.
Oh, I called a 6, but I got a 1.
Mm-hmm. You're looking at the wrong side. So I guess this is a fair enough lightning bolt, right? This is warranted, I'd say.
Right.
Not a nutrition fireball then. Right. So my sure hands is in a bit of a bad spot to do this. He'd have to do 2 GFIs to do a handoff, which is not worth it. What is worth trying though is 2 dice with claw. It is definitely better to play on the champion ladder, unless you want to be able to concede your games, because that's where what Cole is for basically. However, one thing to consider is that the teams from champion ladder can only play in champion ladder for 1 season, which is 6 weeks-ish. But if you're willing to play in Cole, they can still move to Cole after champ ladder, so that's not really a downside. It's only a lack of an additional upside, basically.
So basically, Cole, you need to be in Cole if you want to play really long time with high team value without playing a lot of games all the
So how are
time.
we doing for star player points? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or you can
five,
you're in
6.
Rebel for high team value games, I guess.
Yeah, playing in scheduled leagues is absolutely the best way to enjoy the game. Huh. 4, 5, 6. No. Okay. In that case, we're just going to go do this. I'm not going to surf her.
Ah, you want the SPP?
Yeah, exactly. It's not out of the kindness of my heart that I'm not going to surf her. Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't reroll that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've still got a touchdown coming.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's a good reason for that. Yeah. In fact, it would skill a guy. So this guy's on 28. He's the guarder. This guy's on 29. I guess I'll do this one. He needs an extra square. So let's not.
Right, because that's touchdown is basically 4 SPP. Well, an injury
Yes.
would just be 2.
If it works. Oh, pass is not caught.
It might be. It is.
There. That's 1 star player point.
Excellent.
Oh, no. Oh, no skill for him. No guard for this warrior. Thanks for the match.
Yeah, thank you too.
Well played. This was fun. Thanks also for joining me here on Discord. I think it's always nice to be able to chat with opponents during the match.
So now I can tell everyone that I got beaten by Sage.
Yeah, yeah. Unlike Squiggy, who always uses every opportunity to tell people he has a 100% win rate against me.
Right.
Oh, guard got the MVP, so that's nice. And you have the MVP on your guard. The
One of them.
what's it? Yeah,
The
the
runner.
Hail Mary pass runner.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Still not
Good
leveling,
stuff.
but soon.
I think I am. Do we
Yeah,
need
but-
to confirm something somewhere?
Oh yeah, I need to confirm something.
Thanks.
Kaboom. There
Boom.
we go. Yeah, you're
16,
leveling.
60, and counting. Yeah, 2 guys. Carlson on the MVP. Okay. I'll have to think about that one. Because he's already got blocking guard. I don't like stand firm on a beastman. I could give him mighty blow, I guess.
Right. This
Prehensile tail.
This is
Prehensile
very-
tail actually kind of makes sense here.
Yeah, this is where you choose what kind of chaos team this will be, because
Yeah,
the
I think
mighty
it's just
blow
gonna be
early was
tackle,
just
actually.
to get out of the low.
Yeah, absolutely true. For mighty blow is, I think, a perfect number.
Yeah. So the build so far has just been the startup of chaos, and now it's time to choose what kind of chaos you want to be. Or
Yeah,
just pick
it's gonna-
tackle because you're in G.
because I'm in an elfy environment. Yeah, exactly. I went with Mighty Blow and Claw because I was surrounded by orcs,
Yeah,
and now I'm going with Tackle because I'm surrounded by elves.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
A product of your environment.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So then I guess this guy will get 2 heads.
Guess this is where I put your stream on again, so I can see what everyone's writing.
Nice, nice. So I'm back to 12 players, which means I feel less need for hiring an extra. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.